Hello there everyone, welcome back, and today we're taking a look at these two blasters here. The Nerf Fortnite 6-SH and the Nerf, I had to write this down, Nerf Elite 2.0 Wild Edition Trailblazer RD-8. It has been a fair minute, but regardless, these are two blasters I have featured on this channel in the past. I've done videos on each of them, so I'll put them either here or here. There'll be cards for them somewhere, and also link them down below in the description. But nevertheless, these are sort of two of the higher tier in terms of the Nerf revolver type blasters. There's of course the hammer shot, although that has been off of store shelves for quite a few years now. And although this one is, I don't believe it's on sale anymore, but you can probably get it fairly easily. And I believe this one's still for sale, if I remember correctly. Although again, it has been a bit, so. But regardless, they are relatively newish blasters, and it's not a whole. I mean, there aren't a whole lot of other Nerf revolver type blasters out there, so these are two ones I own. I've done videos on each of them in the past, in which I've given them fairly positive reviews. I mean, it's not to say they're perfect blasters. This one's not it isn't exactly a looker, especially given the asymmetrical appearance, but, that's kind of a personal preference thing. And as for this one, well, it's Fortnite, so can't be perfect, right? But anyways, so today is, it isn't going to be an in-depth look on each of these blasters, since I've done that in the past, but it will go over some of the differences between these two blasters, because although they are both revolver-type blasters, they're not exactly the same. So, since we did the Fortnite 6-SH first, we'll go over that one first. So, this one out of the two is probably more similar to the hammer shot, at least in terms of the fact it has a cylinder that holds 6 darts. So, and you can cycle through them fairly easily. So, yeah, that works pretty well. And you cock it like that, and then you fairly simple. And then you just do that again. Can I hit the no look? There we go. Anyways, so yeah, that is that one. But there's also some cosmetic things regarding it. So this one, I wouldn't say it's quite as practical. It is a little bit more of a it's akin to a duelist's type of revolver. So it has the angled grip, so it's designed to be naturally pointable, although as for how practical that actually is in practice, well, that's up for you to figure out. Which, for me, I have small hands, so but even with hands on the small side, I am able to grip this fairly well, even if it is a big grip. So for the other one, the Trailblazer has much more conventional type grip, much smaller, which works very well for me. Although, if you happen to have a hand on the large side, or maybe even a hand that's on the average side, you might have a bit more trouble with this one. But that being said, it is a tad more conventional in terms of the grip. Although the blaster itself it's not quite as well balanced as the 6-SH. This one is a bit more front heavy, which it's a Nerf blaster, so neither of them are going to be terribly heavy, but this one is noticeably a bit more front heavy than this one. This one's center of gravity tends to be a bit more in the middle, so maybe if you're dueling, then this is a superior option. But something notable about this one is that it has an 8-dart drum, so you get two more darts for the drum than the SH, so that is a bonus point to this one. Although, I will say that the cycling of this cylinder, it works. It works well, but it does require more effort than the other one, so just keep that in mind. But it works the same way. Do that. Yeah. As for any other differences, well, also there's a barrel extension that's supposed to go onto this one, which I might have it somewhere. Not there, but yeah. So, if you do happen to get this blaster, it'll probably vary depending upon whether or not you get it in the box. If you get it in the box, or if the barrel's not attached, just don't attach it. It's a fake barrel. Extends out to about yay long, but it's not really worth it. At least in my opinion, it works. It looks worse with the extended barrel, and of course, it doesn't help your performance at all. So keep that in mind. So, but if you end up getting one with the barrel already attached, I believe there's probably a tutorial somewhere to take it out, but I think you might have to disassemble it. So it is not like a one of the tactical lugs where you can just screw a barrel on and off. This actually, if you look closely, it locks into place, which I probably mentioned this in my 6-SH video, but that was a couple years ago. Anyways, yeah, and as for this one doesn't come with any barrel extension, and you can't even extend it because there's no Instruct barrel lug. That being said, those are most of the differences between these two blasters, which, for the triggers, they both actually have pretty nice triggers. They're definitely on the good side of triggers for Nerf blasters. So, let's fire them. Or, let's finish firing them. So, dual-wielding pistols, or in this case, revolvers. That one went high. How many do I got left? 2 on this one. 5 on this one. Might be possible to fan it. That's that one dry. And let's see. Does that work? Oops. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, as for twirling, already twirled that one, but yeah. Given the better weighting of this one, with the center of gravity more in the middle, this one is a bit easier to do that with. Anyways, so yeah, that's them firing. So now for the verdict. Which one is better? Because that's kind of the point of this video, isn't it? So, I'd say it probably depends upon what you're looking for. So, if you're looking for something a bit smoother, a bit more, maybe not stylish, but something that you are able to customize if you want to make it more stylish, and something that's more of a natural, a duelers type revolver, then this is probably what you're looking for. Whereas, if you want something that's just straight up the more effective blaster, you probably want this one. Given that this one has 2 more darts, so it has a higher ammo capacity, and and it is generally a tad more conventional. But I'd say for a large part, it comes down to personal taste and preference. Also, depending upon how big your hands are, this one might be a better choice if you happen to have especially large hands. But if that is not you, then this is probably the more effective one. So if you're looking for a battle effective Nerf revolver for some reason, which if you really are going for a battle effective Nerf blaster, a revolver is probably not it's not the top option, but as a secondary, it'll do you fine. And there's modifications that you can put to whether to to increase the spraying or to maybe modify that barrel grouping in the front, but if looking for, for something for cosplay, or, you just want to have fun, then this is probably the blaster. Neither are particularly subtle, though. This one's it's bright orange, and this one's, maybe a tad less. Well, maybe a little bit more subtle, but no one's gonna not see this. So, if you are looking for something that's more battle effective, go for this one, but modify it and paint it. I'd recommend just make sure not to leave the orange tip. So don't paint it black and just paint it completely black. That's not a smart idea. That's something that goes for any Nerf blaster, because you don't want it to be confused with an actual firearm, because that'd be not ideal. Especially if you're playing outdoors, because that can get you in a bunch of trouble. Anyways, though, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the comparison between these two blasters. Not a whole lot else left to go over. These are both pretty decent blasters, so you're not going to go a whole lot wrong with either one if you are looking for a Nerf blaster type style revolver. There's one, I believe, that Dart Zone makes, that has a higher velocity. I don't own that one. I'll probably intend to at some point, but that one's a half dart blaster. But if you're looking for something in a slightly higher FPS range, that's a revolver. I would recommend you grab that one. I don't own one, so I can't tell you from personal experience how good it is or isn't. I did hear from some of the earlier ones that they're mechanically unreliable, but that may have been fixed. That has been about a year or so since that came out. But regardless, that is pretty much it for today. So, get over there. Alright, have a good day, everybody.